No, she's like, I'm on the call with her and she's just like, do you want anything? I was like, no, I'm good. And she's like, nothing. And I was like, no. She's like, chicken soup? I was like, no, that's like a lot of work. She's like, I'm making a chicken soup. And then and I was like, what? You don't have to. She's like, no, I'm making. And then she drops a full pot of it off. Not only, she dropped the noodles off separately so that the noodles wouldn't get soggy. And then she gave me instructions on how to cook them. And then next to it was like a little thing of bone broth. And I was like, oh, she gave me extra broth. No, I found out that my neighbor, Tim, found out I was sick. And then he dropped off broth in a like in a little thing. I was like, that's so kind. And then Tim's girlfriend, Ting Ting was like, lol, girl soup versus boy soup. And I was like, so true, but you know what? W Tim, still thoughtful. It's not Tim the Tap Man. I do not live near Tim the Tap Man. This is a different Tim, okay? Okay, you guys got me. Tim is Ben, all right? Well, I'm so sick of hiding names. Yeah, Tim is the OG Ben, all right? And now okay, I'm so sick of it. I didn't want to leak names initially, but you get, who cares, okay? So Tim is Ben. Tim is the one I accidentally sent the heart to at the beginning of the year. I was like, oh, fuck. But we're way past that. I'm chill. We're all so good. Ting Ting is my homie now. We're fine. No. Now it's, because we go running with Tim all the time. He's like the president of the run club. He's not actually the president, but he comes with us every time. And he's always just like, wow, you guys are so, like, this is so interesting. And then we went to the Red Bull 5K and he's like, they're like, Tarek and Lud get pulled over like, Red Bull athletes! And he's like, whoa, that's kind of cool. And I was like, no, they're not athletes, all right? Tim, let's get some things straight, all right? They're like sponsored by Red Bull. They're not athletes. Well, he just like doesn't know, he doesn't know what we all do. So he's just like, and then he's like, we went to dinner with like Lud and Cutie after the Red Bull 5K? Yeah. And then afterwards he goes like, Ludwig is funny. He's a funny guy. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I was in Tarek's car. Cause basically we went to the 5K. Tarek had an Uber and Ludwig picked some of us up. So I was in Ludwig's car and Tarek Ubered with Tim and a few people. And he's hearing like two sides of like the conversation. I'm in Lud's car and Lud like forgot his pants. And he's like, Tarek's like, bad news, bro. Like I didn't bring the shorts. And he's like, bro, like what? And he's just talking, they're having this like, I don't even know. I forgot the combo, but you can imagine it. And Tim is like hearing them interact for the first time. And he's just like, dude, that Ludwig guy's funny. And I was like, yeah, he's a character. He's definitely a character. He's just reading everyone with no context to how people know each other. And I had to explain everything. But it's like kind of wholesome. It's kind of wholesome. Yeah, I do like Tim. He's great. He's a great guy. Yawn, everyone boosting Lud's ego. No, it's true. But it's just refreshing to see it that way. But we ran the 5K, and that's nice. So I'm going to get back into fitness in a bit, but right now I don't care. I'm eating and drinking every calorie I want. I don't care.